What's up, guys? Bear Game here, back with some more Idle Heroes news, and today we're going to be kind of breaking down this whole event, mainly how you get keys of Mirage, how many keys you need for Phantasmal Portals, and what those rewards are going to provide you. Now, as a completely free-to-play player, this event could be really good. Chances are it'll be okay. I think the goal here is to try to get 3 floors done as a free-to-play, which is possible. But based on pity, not guaranteed. So if you're fine doing 2,000 scrolls and using 20,000 gems to get a core of origin chest and either an artifact or a flag chest, then you might be happy with this week. And granted, like I said, you could technically high roll and get a core of origin, you get a sublimation chest, and you get some additional spiritual essence. It really just comes down to what your RNG looks like. So let's break down this event, tell you guys what you can get free to play. Hopefully you guys enjoy this one. Hit that subscribe button. Let's get into it. So here is the main breakdown of this event here. So as far as where you're going to get these keys of Mirage from, well, the first spot, you're going to be able to get 100 of them from the heroic summoning event. There are, let's just confirm, 10, 20, yes, 25. So you can get 100 total if you do a full quad loop, which is going to be 2,000 heroic summons. So this is one where you have to go all in. It's not one of those nicer events where I guess you could you could technically do less. It just really depends on your RNG. If your pity is the worst, you're gonna have to do all of them. So this event, compared to previous ones where you only need to do like 900 or 1100, doesn't feel good, which is kind of why I'm like, this is probably a bait event before Chinese New Year. But at the same time, our big events have not been blow you out of the water type good. They've been good. I guess it depends on your opinion, but yeah. So that's the first spot. The second spot is going to come from the shadow chest here. Essentially, you get 35 right here from the deluxe rewards. 2,000 gems will do it. It's 40 pulls. 40th pull guarantees the deluxe rewards. Again, technically, you could get this early. There are some decent rewards attached to it, so you probably want to go in on this. Yeah, it's kind of is what it is. The only other 2 places to get it is there are going to be 45 of them in the butterfly Waltz relay pack, which costs about 97 USD. And then there's an additional 300 you'll see from the value packs coming in at 750 USD. So this is an expensive event. Now, granted, you will get some treasure train tickets with this as well. I think it's like, what, 5 purchases, right? So 150 treasure train tickets. It's not a ton of them, but that is basically all the different ways you can acquire them. Now, again, free to play possible. You can get the 100 from the 2,000 heroic summons and 35 from the shadow chest. So it is a more expensive event for free to play, in my opinion. But again, it comes down to RNG. Now, there's a couple rules here that you need to be clear of why this is an RNG event. First off, Phantasmal Portals cannot appear before the 31st search on any one floor and is guaranteed on the 60th. So if you high roll, you could literally find it on your 31st search. The first 30, you're only going to be getting random rewards. You might find a surprise chest, which has these additional resources here. And then to clear the floor, you get the actual stage bonus. Now, the other thing is, if I can only type, that would be great. Floor 3 and below will have the Auspicious Lucky Cat in the mysterious selection boxes. The first 2 don't, which again feels kind of bad still for free to play. If you're trying to build it, eventually give it a few more months, I'm sure we'll be able to get some. It is what it is, and this is where the high roll and low roll will come in. So technically, you could literally hit the Phantasmal Portal on each one of these floors on the 31st pull, which means it takes 31, 62, 93 93 plus 3 more. It's like, what, 124, something like that. So technically you have 135 at your disposal. You could get all of these rewards within that grouping, which again is not that bad. That's actually pretty solid overall. It again just comes down to your RNG. But if you do have the worst luck possible and you're hitting these on the 60th search each, oof, that does mean that's going to take 120 of your 135 keys, which means you don't have a chance to go for a third floor. So you kind of have to decide whether you are happy or not with your outcome. Now, the one thing that you have to remember is this core of origin chest and like an artifact chest with these couple of extra little rewards, is that worth it to you for spending 2,000 heroic summons? Because as you guys know, it takes a long time to acquire those 2,000 heroic summons, and you have to decide whether it is going to be good for you or bad for you. Now, the shadow chest portion, like I said, you should probably do this no matter what. It's just good rewards here. You're getting some sublimation, some essence, some master toolboxes, crystals of transcendence. There's a lot of good stuff. You're also getting an artifact selection chest for 20,000 gems. I think that's a good value considering you're getting all the other random rewards as well. Technically, you could hit the deluxe rewards early and stop as well, so you might not even have to go in on this event as much, because I think it said here, actually the English translation didn't have it. Something on the Chinese translation mentioned here that could potentially hit it early, it looks like. And if you could hit it early, that's actually pretty solid, because then that means you can save gems if you're not too worried about the random rewards you're getting this week. But yeah, it looks like it's a solid event for this. The only downside here is the relay has another portion of these. If you do the relay, like I said, the relay has an additional 45. Technically, that doesn't guarantee you another floor unless you do everything here, because if you do everything here, you add another, 45 here, that puts you up to 180. So technically, if you do spend this, you're guaranteed 3 floors. Technically, that does push it to, actually, what does that push? If you hit it on 31 every single time, let's take a look at this. If you hit it every single time on the 31st, can you do that 5 times? 155? Yes, you can. So technically, you could get all the way down to the 5th level here of rewards if you also get the butterfly Waltz relay package. But I don't know about you, I don't trust my luck for something like that. And then of course the rest 300 come from the value packages. That brings up you to the total to get the complete all package. You can notice there is like a half sublimation chest down here towards the bottom. There's some more soul fragments, or not soul fragments, soul stones right there for swapping heroes. Some spiritual essence here, or sorry, spiritual spirit vein. God, there's so many different resources nowadays. Spiritual everything. Why do they have to name them all so similarly? My brain can't handle it. And then of course, if you complete all of it, you get the rewards down below, but that's only for the whales that are going in on this event for at least $847, right? Which is kind of crazy. I mean, as far as value goes, that's up there. So that's the breakdown. I'll put all this text in the description down below. Let me know what you guys think about this event. Again, it sounds pretty pricey to need 2,000 heroic rolls. You could super high roll with RNG, but also super low roll. Let me know what you guys think. I'll see you guys next time.